When I'm working with a new library, I like to try it out in the interactive shell. This is the fastest way to try out its methods and syntax. I have opened the Beautiful Soup documentation beside my terminal, so I can reference it as I try it out. The documentation has this convenient quick start guide that we can follow along with. Let's start up the Python interpreter and import Beautiful Soup. The documentation suggests we import the library with this line here, from BS4 import Beautiful Soup. Next, the documentation shows how to create a soup object from a string. The quick start guide uses this small HTML sample that's in a string. I've always felt, though, that I learn best when I don't follow its instructions exactly, so I think I'll make a soup object out of Wikipedia's HTML source instead. Charlie showed us how to get an HTML string with requests, so we'll do that here. I'll get Wikipedia's main page and store its source in a variable called HTML. Let's verify that we got the HTML. Whoa, that's a lot of HTML. Now, let's make it into a soup object using these instructions from the documentation. The Quick Start Guide suggests that we get the title tag like this. Okay, that works. Good. Let's try getting a paragraph tag. The documentation says we can do that with soup.p. Okay, this is a lot of HTML again, but at least it's just one paragraph. I'll open Wikipedia in my browser to compare this to what the browser displays. It looks like today's featured article is about Frost's bolete, a type of fungus. And that's the same paragraph we got from Beautiful Soup. Great. So if we want the first instance of a paragraph tag on a page, we use soup.p. We can get nested tags like this, soup.p.a. This selects the first anchor tag inside of the first paragraph tag. In this case, it's a link to the featured article. The rest of this quick start guide shows how to get lists of anchor tags instead of just one tag. Install Beautiful Soup, open up the documentation in a terminal, and try this out for yourself.